Good morning, traders. How are we doing Wednesday morning? Title of the video, What Wall Street Bets Play is next. We're seeing a lot of different tickers squeeze on up, so I got to get started early. There's too much going on out here in small cap land, and a lot we need to discuss. Now, my fear with a lot of these traders that are chasing some of these plays is there's not a lot of risk defined. So when trading any ticker, make sure you're focused on the risk, predefining it before entering the trade versus spinning that wheel, hoping and praying, becoming a long-term investor in some of these tickers. Right now, we have AMOD was spiking up, AMOD. This is up from $1.16 to $2.15 right now. They announced an agreement with Cash XAI. They have exclusive nationwide licensing rights to deploy and monetize all Cash X kiosks and mobile applications across the U.S., targeting 20,000 locations and 20 million monthly revenue potential. Potential. Love to see that word potential. I got potential for 20 million as well. All right, AMOD, this one looking left. I almost pressed the button long here, thinking about going long and flipping short if we get up to the liquidity zone that I'm looking at left of the chart. On AMOD, this has got the upper shadows, upper wicks around 420. 420 AMOD is kind of the risk I'd have to put on this up there on AMOD. So I'm monitoring it potentially for, I don't really want to start it on a short quite yet. I want to see if we can get up there a little bit higher, 3 to 4 and beyond. Dude, there's so many Wall Street Bets names out here right now. Even this Wendy's, WEN. This is too funny. WEN Wendy's. Man, Wendy's, they post some funny stuff out there too. It'd be funny to see them chiming into this. Like, was there nothing different going on in our company? Don't know why we're up. So I did see some traders, they were posting about pretty much this ticker's been trending down and we're breaking up out and past this. It really is at 52-week lows. WEN actually at all-time lows. And it does have some short interest here, WEN. I'm not sure. I don't think it's that much. I believe it was like 10 or 10%. 12% short float on WEN. 12% short float WEN. The WEN, the problem with it is it's not a very low float name, so it's going to be difficult to make a move in relation to some of these other tickers. But, I mean, even yesterday, KSS was a higher float ticker, Kohl's, and that made a massive move. But a lot of attention is spread out this morning. It really is. A lot of the attention is spread out across a lot of different tickers. So what several of us in here like to do, we like to short and fade some of the names that are not so relevant anymore. And so I don't mind finding some of those names and shorting them as hype's moving into some of the other names. D's nuts. D-Nut. D-Nut. Krispy Kreme. Oh, Krispy Kreme. You know what? I saw a post on Krispy Kreme the other day that said you used to be able to get a dozen donuts from Krispy Kreme pre-COVID, actually. I think it was like 2016. A whole dozen for like $8. And now that same dozen is $20 at Krispy Kreme. I can't do it. Dude, I got like local mom and pop donut stores that are like the 3 times bigger donuts. Way fluffier and better. Ooh, just thinking about it. Want to go run and get some. And the price is 3 times less. Krispy Kreme is getting crazy with their prices. there's so many companies trying to make back their losses from COVID, and Krispy Kreme's certainly one of them. $19.99 for some pickle thin donuts. Come on. All right, so D-Nut is one of these Wall Street bets, low float plays. It's got a lot of in their short interest, I believe. I'd have to relook at it. There's like so many of these tickers that are trying to make a move because we got D-Nut and then we got GoPro. All right, so D-Nut clearly has 580 resistance. That's having trouble getting through that. And then we got GoPro that made a nasty move yesterday. Another one of these Wall Street bets, short interest squeezes going on. Popped up. It got up through that 220. The magic 20-cent area was holding up on GoPro. And now it's pulling back a little bit. So a few of these names to keep on watch. Kayvon used to destroy some McDonald's when they had a dollar menu. Yeah, now it's like similar to the Dollar Tree, right? It's not a dollar. It's a value menu. It's a value menu. I do think they took the right step in bringing that $5 kind of like a Happy Meal for adults. It's like pretty much McDonald's, part of their strategy recently has been focusing on like value items. And I don't know if you've watched any of the documentaries on McDonald's. It's really interesting, their approach. I don't think they're entirely profitable on as far as their sales go. I think it's more of like a location kind of thing. But that's how they dominate the market because nobody else can really competitively price against them. Just another Mike in the building. Up 90 from Longs. Let's find the shorties. Yeah, let's get the shorties. I took a couple, small positions in pre-market. I'm up just a little bit. Yeah, the McDoubles and McChickens for $1 each. Man, good times. It is not that way anymore. All right, AMOD is pulling back a little bit. It's just humorous how you get the names with actually positive news behind them. and they just sell off, that buy the rumor, sell the news comes into play. But then you get the tickers that have absolutely no news. WEN is still spiking up right now. I mean, I was seeing how there were traders jumping in here. WEN, Wendy's. What was the 12%, right? 12% short float. Yeah, 12.17% short float on WEN. Guys, it's hard for me to take a long on something like this. I feel like the elevator down is nigh, like OPEN the other day. Or KSS even. It's like, how much steam are they going to have? There's a lot of prediction going on with it. I am seeing some 12-20 resistance. WEN is 1168 right now. This one's getting that. I'm reminiscent about the KSS. This thing's starting to squeeze a bit here. WEN. Man, it just feels like today the traders are out, and we have got to we gotta focus, guys. We got a KSS. Keep simple, stupid, like Kohl's. KSS. That should be their motto, right? All right, so we got D's Nuts, 580 resistance. Let's flip through a few more. PAPL is a lower float play sitting on VWAP. AMOD is up on good news, still holding up above VWAP right now. I'll clean up the watch list a little bit. Right now, WEN Wendy's is what's kind of making its next leg up. OFAL, that was a gapper. That thing is already just selling off. ABVX came out with positive phase 3 trials. Now, this one, a euphoric move. I am semi-interested in shorting this for some profit taking. They came out with positive phase 3 trials. They closed at $9.96. They're up at nearly $63 right now, ABVX. So we're going to be opening just floating up on this ticker way above. I mean, its all-time highs previously $17. So I imagine there's going to be some profit taken involved here. I would love to get that euphoria, that euphoric move before jumping in here. If we can get that out of the gates, that's what I'd be looking for some profit taking. GoPro's pulling back a little bit. WEN just hit 1220. Oh my God. Like, so many of these plays I considered a long, but you just never know, which one's going to get the volume. So we're up about a point right now from the 1120 break. Now up to 1220 on WEN. 1220 is a resistance area. I'm considering stabbing at it against 1220. Keep it tight. I would keep it real tight just against 1220 to start off, and then revisit. You gotta keep tight risk on some of these plays. Down to the 1180s, 1175 now. Okay, well, 1220 certainly holding up as a resistance mark. It is pulling back. Let's see if it gets balled up down here. It's not up too much. I mean, I could see it getting balled up. But the attention, it's just the momentum is going to be shifting from ticker to ticker, potentially. Because we have so many plays, and everybody's trying to find that one that everybody's going to flock to after KSS yesterday. GoPro's been fading off of 270. I'm interested to see how the Magic 20 is going to hold there. That was resistance, 220. Interested to see if that's going to hold as support. D-Nut attempted to break out past 580. Oh, could have been a liquidity grab right there on D-Nut. Had a fake out breakout, perhaps. Okay, D-Nut. That might be worthy of a short. Trying to get involved. Okay, I'm involved with D-Nut, a short, just 100. 565. I feel like the attention is moving over to WEN. Yeah, WEN is still squeezing. So I think this is that fake out breakout I kind of liked up through the 580 mark. I'd like to see it still hold off against 580. I don't want to overstay my welcome on any of these names at all. So it's just going to be fairly tight. Alright, D-Nut. Let's see what she's going to do. Pull back off of 590. See if she's going to be heavy or try to reclaim. It's just an interesting move. Kind of a fake out breakout up there. But it is holding a little steady trend to it, like 540s to 560. Try to break 580, rejected it. I want to see it hold as strong resistance. If it gets back up over 580, probably I'm going to be out of it after that upper shadow there. Yeah, I'm not going to give it too much risk. Okay, Kayvon, I'll review those shorts momentarily. WEN is the one. This is like a momentum shift kind of thing. That's why I try to focus the one that eyes get off of. Because if we look at WEN is the one holding up right now. I mean, several of them could. We could see several of these. I could possibly even hit this again, risking up and over the high it made. Okay, I hit it again. 570 average. Going to be tight. I want to see it. I want to see 580 reject. Back up towards like 585. I'll be out of it. Want that fake out breakout to hold. Look at the Avery Day Trading Green Team. Trade in pre-market. Let's see if it's going to work out. Work out to my benefit or not. Come on, these nuts. Still trying to hold a steady trend. We kind of need it to... I'm looking for a snap here. There's a little bit of a pullback. Needs to hold. Let's get this thing down to the 50s. WEN still has most of the attention right now. Still forming that lower shadow. Getting balled up. Want this to get heavy down here on this bottom trend line. WEN sitting in the 1220s right now. I'll pop back up to 580. I'll be probably out of it. It's the idea here for me on D-Nut. Yeah, still like holding up, going kind of sideways, holding this trend. It's got a steady trend to it. It may try to squeeze up and out again. Not going to give it much room here. $580 again. $580. I'll be out of it. WEN sitting there in the around the 1230s mark. Yeah, I'm not loving it, guys. Not loving it. Let me see what she's gonna do. Fingers on the trigger here. Got about 6-7 minutes till the market opens up. D-Nut was going to see if that fake out breakout would hold and we go lower, but it's still kind of in a steady trend. I don't really want to be involved in the short here if we're just going to slowly grind up. So I'm probably going to take this trade off if it doesn't start pulling back here soon. Yeah, these Wall Street bet names you got to be real disciplined with. MG in the building. We got a lot to go over too, so I need to... I'll give it to like 584.5 still. 584.5. MG in the building. Mike, $40 on WEN. Very cool. Yeah, 100 share short on these nuts. Let's go. Love it. Yeah, DNUT is I'll try to get out of this one. Yeah, I'm out. DNUT, okay. Took an L on that one. Don't want to overstay my welcome. It's got a steady trend to it. It's getting accumulated on pullbacks. I like that upper shadow over the highs. Thought we would have a little fake out breakout, but she's getting continuation up. So I'm a little bit down. Right now I'm down 20 on the day. Hopefully that's not a top tick to get my day started. 5 minutes till the market opens up. Let's review a few plays. WEN Wendy's is seeing a little bit of a pullback right now. 1247, it's high that it hit. Just another Mike rode that one up. Nice. Okay. AMOD looks a little heavy against VWAP right now. I don't mind that one. I think I'm going to wait for the market open at this point. AMOD, a little heavy against VWAP. That's a potential trade right there. I'm thinking about that one. Ah, shoot. I tried to start it and then it just dropped. Okay. All right, AMOD, I'm going to start this one. And I plan to hit it again up if it pops up towards 220.30. AMOD sitting here under VWAP right now. I plan to hit it again up here to 220, 230 pre-market resistance. AMOD's the one really it's the past chart history. If we look left, AMOD, it's got such good like 420 risk. So I'd probably have to revisit this one if it wants to head up towards that 420 area. We're not up a ton right now, but it's a little slower of a name here. So I'm going to give her a stab, try her out. Donut still holding up. GoPro's been pulling back off of its high 270. And then AMOD, I'm starting that one. MG was watching on my phone. We Buy. Oh, I thought of you when I saw We Buy. You were in a dentist appointment. Yeah, we buy look like your trade. Sorry you missed that one. That had your name written all over it. All right, Wendy's pulling back off of 1247. See what that one's going to do. AMOD testing VWAP right now. AMOD, I want to hit that one again at like 220. I don't want to be involved with a little morning rip out of the gates, though. We got, what, about a minute till the market opens up. Oh, D-Nut, you... Ugh. You D's nuts. All right. Anything else you guys are looking at? Kayvon, I'll pull up those tickers. LEN. Oh, yeah, looking kind of hangoverish right there. W and P car. Yeah, I like LEN. I might take LEN with you. That is a hangover play right there. All right, let's get this party started. 20 seconds. Emmanuel, just in time. All right, WEN pulling back. AMOD, I got a starter short here. It's kind of bear flagging against VWAP and the highs. I do want a bigger position there. These nuts. Ugh, that annoys me. Starting the day with a top tick. Love it. All right, AMOD. Let me see what she's going to do. A little higher. I'm going to hit it again. And pretty much the risk is pre-market highs, pre-market resistance. VWAP still holding strong on it right now. AMOD is my focus. Let me see. Had a little pop and then a sell-off, and now it's going sideways. I don't want to take my eyes off of LEN either. I did like that setup. Okay, I'll start I'll throw a position on LEN, and then 118.77. Okay, and then I'll set the stop on it. All right, LEN, I'm in that one for a hangover fade. AMOD, still kicking back with this one. Would like a bigger position. We'll see what she's going to do here. May smack it again. Okay, there is a lot to look at. That is the problem with today. Looking heavy. Like to see this thing down in towards like 150. popping back up to 190. Still working the 197 average. Didn't take anything off there. I'm going to hit it again. I'm going to hit AMOD again. On that pop right there. So working AMOD, just smacked it again. Kind of messed up my average here. I'm going to try to milk this winner. Then LEN, I'm working the hangover there. It's heading up to $2 right now. Let me see what she's going to do at $2. Dang it. That's why I hate adding into some of these names. It's just brutal. If they curl back around, you were up. Yeah, I think I'm going to have to get out of it. Let me see what it's going to do here. Okay, 180s. That's good. We need a solid pullback on AMOD is what I'm looking for. Solid reject and continuation on that sell-off. Solid reject, and let's keep pulling back, baby. Come on, come on. LEN's working out right now. Working out pretty well. If I can get AMOD to work out too, we'll be in good shape. $2 is kind of my adjusted risk there, AMOD. And it's heading back up there. Hitting it that second time is really what effed me up here. I really didn't want to do it. Alright, I'm going to get out of it. AMOD. I'm going to get out of it for now. I still like it. It's kind of U-shaping, trying for a red to green move attempt. So I'm going to revisit it. Please don't crack from there. I'd like to revisit that one. Okay, LEN, I need that one to stay heavy under the previous close and continue to fade. WEN has still continued to fade. ABVX. That's why I don't like marrying anything, because there's plenty of plays. OPEN getting a continuation on this fade. LCID, the swing that I like, is looking really good with the Uber partnership. Long on KOSS. I'm familiar with that ticker, low float ticker there. All right, KOSS. Yeah, the volume is dispersed everywhere. AMOD still fighting that $2 mark. And KOSS is a play. I mean, that one, I'm fairly familiar with this ticker. It's a pump and dump ticker for sure. How high can she go is always the question. We got a lot of resistance, kind of where it's at right now, $8. KOSS. I'm interested in a short there against the highs. That's what I'm monitoring on that. AMOD pulling back off a 2. I just didn't want to give it much risk. Yep, there she goes. Man, that kind of sucks. Okay. Yeah, Wendy's still pulling back. Fades up in here. Cole's open good short so far. Can't trade on. Yeah, I saw PAPL, couldn't trade it. ABVX, the phase 3 trials. That one's looking good. So far, LEN's doing all right. I want it to stay heavy under previous close, which it's doing. That's kind of my risk guide. I want to see further fade off of previous close in VWAP. All right, yeah, a lot going on, guys. Let's take a look at some of these names. AMOD back up to 2. That one's choppy, man. Getting chopped out of that name. That's the aggravation there. ABVX phase 3 positive trials continuing higher. PLRZ getting a rip. Yeah, that was a play yesterday. PLRZ up towards 220 right now. Yesterday, kind of put in a morning spike, $1 to 180, and started pulling back in. PLRZ. I'm going to pull that one up, PLRZ. It's up here at 220. I'm going to start it up here around 220, PLRZ. I'm going to go ahead and start it. Up there around 220. The $2 might be act as a support area on it. Got to be mindful of. All right, PLRZ pulling back off of 220 right now. It's got like 195 support, 195 to $2 support. All right, testing 220 again. PLRZ. I'll give it through like 250. I'll hit it again and give it through like yeah, like 250. KOSS did pull back against the resistance. AOMD did work out. I'm not giving them enough room. I sized into it and then just started chopping around. So I got kind of scared out of it. It's a little aggravating there. AMOD. Got a little sizey on it. Didn't want to get squeezed out with a couple hundred shares. ABVX, I'm tempted to take the short on that phase 3 trials there. Because are we squeezing up a bit? I'm tempted to take a short there. Did you get the open short fades on KSS? Yeah, that was really nice. It's coming down towards some support right now that I got mapped out. The 200 day as well. What's GoPro doing? GoPro heavy under 220 right now. That actually might be a decent play. Heavy under 220 for a fade. Alright, I'm going to take all of PLRZ down here in the 190s, 195-ish. That was support I had mapped out. And then I still got LEN that I'm working. That will get me back to green on the day. GoPro, I'm considering. Yeah, GoPro against like 220. I kind of like it, guys. I'm gonna go for it on GoPro. I'm gonna start a trade 150 and hit it again, another 150 up towards 220. I know it's a Wall Street Bets play. It looks. This one only had 10% short interest on it. Is one of the reasons I liked it. But 220 may hold up on this now. Let's start it with 150 and hit it another 150 up at 220. LEN, good call, Kayvon. That really looked like a nice hangover. She's working out great. I'm trying to figure out if that's an all-day fade or not. I'm trying to figure out what to do there. I got 2 I'm working right now. I mean, GoPro could be massive, man. If we start seeing some panic here and let's get this thing back down to like the 160s, 50s, because you know a lot of longs were jumping in this in the hopes of, it being the next squeeze. But it just, like, I don't really think it's a good candidate for that squeeze. Doesn't have enough short interest involved with it. It could. Not saying it can't, but I'm going to trade it against 220. LEN, I may just lock in half and see if we can still keep dropping to like 115 or so. Let me see what she's going to do right here. 117.50-ish. And GoPro's kind of chopping around a little bit right now. AMOD did sell off, That's why you just got to trade with the size that's appropriate for the account in the day. Like, I'm looking for $100 days. That's pretty much it. So $30, $40 winners for me are fine. But then when I get involved several hundred, AMOD, and the risk gets up there, it's like, man, if this thing squeezes out, I'm down my quota on the day. I shouldn't have hit it again. Then my emotions would have been more relaxed. It's the sizing's the emotional dial on the account for sure. Yeah, a couple hangovers. LEN's working out. I don't want to cap my winning trade here. I'm thinking about just taking a piece off. I can see this thing back down to like 116 lower. All right, let me see what I'm missing out on right now. I know. Yeah, Kayvon found that one. That was good. KOSS, heavy, LEN, beautiful hangover. Apps. I mean, it looks exactly like all 1,000 of mine in my folder. Big or small? Let's get the green going, James. Degenerate traders. Yes, let's get it going. How's your day going, James? Yeah, we're gonna be getting that green going. WEN down towards some support, going sideways now. ABVX, the phase 3 trials, but it's up so much. I'm still thinking about it. ZOOZ, another little spiker. This thing spiked yesterday. It's hitting $3 resistance. ZOOZ. ZOOZ hit 3, pulled back down to 255. 3's good, 52-week resistance on the daily. Yeah, 3's really good on the daily. 3 resistance on Zoos. So Zoos hit that. It's a lower float play, highly volatile, so size appropriately there if you're trading it. LEN about to crack 117. Doesn't matter, guys, if it's a dollar stock, $100 stock. I mean, hangovers are the same kind of trade across the board. GoPro's now working out. Looks like you just started in GoPro. Okay. You're starting into some weakness, so just be mindful of that. Know your risk. Perfect fall in the building. Got your email, man. I like the way you're thinking. I think you're onto something. I'm gonna take half off LEN. I'm just gonna lock in about $18 or so on it. GoPro. GoPro. Why are you bouncing right there? Zoos hit, as I say that, drops 30 cents. BULL is really a good looking hangover as well. Yeah, BULL probably against like 1720 would be the idea on BULL if we get a pop there. It's Webull. I'm thinking about it. It just cracked under 17. It really looks good. I might start it. Yeah, I'm going to get involved. 1678. 75 shares. It's going to be against 1720. I'm just going to go ahead and put in the stop. Yeah, 1721 stop on Webull. Don't do me dirty. It may be a heavily shorted ticker. I have to review that. But a lot of sideways action, 1750. Big lower shadow there, 1650s. I got previous close at 1697, resistance at 17. Some good resistance area. So, I mean, I like the trade. I'll give that one a little bit of room there to 1720. Let me check the short interest on it real quick. We're this summer market, man. I'm telling you, it's crazy. It's crazy. You'd be scared. There's only 3% short interest. It's like trading scared, you know. Trying to manage risk real well. That 2K PDT, yeah, if that goes through, man, that's a really big deal. It's quite annoying when this happens. It's got a lot of resistance overhead, so it works or it doesn't. Embrace the risk, accept the results. That's what I say. Take the edge, embrace the risk, accept the results. AMOD, I did not embrace the risk there at 220. That's at 170 now. WEN popping off of that support a little bit. ZOOZ back up towards $3. Man, that one's really tempting. I'm going to be involved in 4 tickers, though. And ZOZ is a little lowy floaty. ZOZ, yes, 7.6 in the float, 7.6 million. Yeah, I got $3. It'd have to be real small on this because the nature of it, you know, you jump 40, 50 cents at a time. Like a spike over the highs, I don't mind, you know, getting involved for maybe a fake out breakout. There's a lot of $3 resistance. Yeah, that PAPL did look really good. I'm not going to go that many shares here. I think it's a decent setup, but it may get that $3 spike. I'm going to probably get involved here. Come on, $3 spike. Where you at? Do that liquidity grab. Let's go. Up and over 3. ZOZ. Okay, I'm going to give this thing to like $4. I may hit it again. I'm in very small. I like the daily chart a lot on it. So I'm going to give it just a little bit of room. I'm going to kick back with that one. BULL, I'm kind of falling out of love with it, if I'm being honest. I mean, I do like the resistance. It's holding up real well. I'm going to reduce the risk on it, though. Like 17.10. I don't know. Maybe it's not selling off like I want it to. Maybe 17.05 even. Let me take a look at Bull one more time. It hit 320 ZOZ. That's very good. I may need to size into this. She did hit 320. That's a great sign. That magic 20-cent area just getting tapped. Could be a fake out breakout there. Kick back with it just for a little bit. All right, working 4 right now, and there's more plays out there, so I can't tunnel in on anything. We gotta find some decent setups. If Bull would cooperate, that would be very helpful. ZOOZ, I would like a bigger position there. It's just a little riskier in nature, but 320 is really good on it. Lynn, great trade there. Kayvon, good job pointing that out. All right, let's flip around. ABVX did pull back a little bit off of 68. Phase 3 trials right there. CLSD, a little penny play popping up, trying to do a U-shape, red to green. PLRZ, that one made another leg up. I took profits at that support 190s, shot up to 245. So she's still a little bit of a play there. Perfect fall your green at least. Good. And then be very speculative with your... Was it a short? I know you were saying you're more profitable on the shorts. Oh, man. I hate adding to these things when I think they're going to work out, like AMOD. Because then I add, and then it gets the next leg on up. And then I got to stop out. I'd rather just wait for it to pop up. But 320 is kind of a high day number. It's kind of a good looking number right there, 320. All right, Bull is pulling back in a little bit. Back down towards the lows. Need that one to stay heavy and keep fading. Got 4 tickers I'm involved with. Zoos looks good for like building a position there. I don't know if I can do it though. All right, Space. SPCE getting a spike up. SPCE. Hitting some resistance I got mapped out. Kind of had a little shot up, had a little flag, and spiking up from there. SPCE, tapping some resistance. I feel like I got to hit it up here. Some of this daily resistance. All right, SPCE. Let me take a closer look. Virgin Galactic. It's not up too much, though. All right, Bull, I'm reducing the risk even further. If it's going to hit new lows and then spike back up, 1690s, I'll be out of it now. I like the setup. It's just not really working out how I want it to. It's chopping around too much. Yeah, Zoos looked really good. I don't think I can hit it again down there. And then LEN, is she going to start curling around? I might take the rest off there. Yeah, Bull I'm out of. That one stopped me out. And then LEN I'm out of. Okay, so right now I'm a little red on fees. We'll make it back though. All right, Zoo's popping up. I could smack that. 320 could be the risk. I could hit that one again. I have a 293 average there. Yeah, I'll hit zoos again. Risk for me's pretty much up and over the highs. I like the highs on it. Don't do me like AMOD, please. All right, GoPro's curling around. It's trying to. I gotta probably stop out of GoPro. She's starting to curl around. I'm gonna stop out of GoPro. She found like under $2 support. It's trying to pop up a little bit, so I'll revisit that. So right now I'm just working zoos against 320. That's pretty much the stop. I'm gonna go ahead and put it in. I'm going to be infinitely annoyed if this thing goes up to 320. SPCE may take the trade there. Head and shoulder-ish on ZOZ. Yeah, head and shoulder-ish right here. SPCE pulling back off of 460 a little bit. All right, let's see what's going on. Hertz is spiking up. That hurts. Yeah, I know HTZ like a month or two ago, they got a little squeeze on them. They had a high short interest, so that one's getting a little pop on it right now. Caught a small scalp on MKZR. Yeah, that's pulled back in very nicely off of its highs. FFAI climbing back up to retest yesterday's highs, it looks like. FFAI. They had some news yesterday. AMOD. AMOD bounced off of the 170 lows. PLRZ down to $2 from $2.45. I feel like part of my problem has been there's just so much going on. Yeah, there's just a lot to look at. Marcus distracting us. All right, zoos I still like against 320. I like it quite a bit. It's head and shoulderish kind of pattern. CLSD still climbing back up to a lot of resistance from pre-market is the CLSD. Tiny penny play. I'll have to throw that one down on the watch list, see what she's going to do. AMOD testing VWAP. Be mindful of that. AMOD testing VWAP 190s. Could be a sloppy seconds entry. I would like to see it get a euphoric move to short into it. I think a lot of traders are looking to get out of that trade on the long side. I think that would be good to get involved in a short on a spike there. Otherwise, guys, flipping around, trying to see if anything else is out there. Let me know what you guys are looking at. right, Zeus is snoozing. She's pulling back in a little bit. Fingers kind of on the trigger here. If it's going to panic down into like the 250s, I'd probably take it. AMOD. Oh no. Oh no. Oh. AMOD. Yes, that's what I was looking for. Okay, AMOD. That is what I was looking for. It's a little sketch, honestly. I don't know. It's a little sketch, to be honest. This is what I'm dealing with across the board. This freaking sketchiness of all these tickers. I like Zeus. It's slowing down a lot. It's got a little spread. It's got a little spread to it, so I'm a little hesitant to add, major size here. Major size relative to the account. Like a couple hundred shares here, and then she does something like AMOD. See, that AMOD move is what scared me out of it before. I didn't want it shooting up 20, 30 cents. Because I experienced that the other day, getting squeezed out of like 3 tickers in one day. I'm like, I don't want to deal with that. All right, so AMOD holding 220 now. I don't know, dude. This could head up towards the $4 area. AMOD. I could reverse long on this thing with $2 support. If you can't beat them, join them, right? $2-ish support now. AMOD. It's got that $4 gravitational pull area that we could head towards. You guys would think I'm sick if I took a long on something like this. I'm thinking about it. Oh, look at her go. Look at her about to go. 230, 225. Yeah, I'm thinking we could hit some thinking we could hit some other areas of resistance, like some liquidity areas on this thing. It's got a lot of upper shadows past chart history when it does make these squeezes. I'm thinking. And then ZOOZ is in the head and shoulders pattern, but it's going sideways off of VWAP, guys. God, dude. Like, what is going on? Can't get it going. All right, AMOD and the 260s. Almost took the long there, too. Wow, AMOD. What a play. All right, AMOD. Oh my God, you guys are safe, right? Just another mic. Got the long on it. Nice. It really felt like it could happen. Some of these shorts were underwater on it after the spike from 180. I'm feeling like I want to take the short on it though. I want to get this upper shadow like we see in times past. I want to get that upper shadow up towards 5 and take the short. I mean, I could ride it long up. God, it's just kind of longs are. You guys know how I feel about longs. It's hard. I trade those so scared, which is a good thing. I mean, my finger's always on the trigger to get out of them because I'm like, is the elevator down about to happen? Shorts are probably not squeezed out enough here though. I could take the long, risk in 220. See if 220 will hold on it. But look at that pullback right there. Just a tricky name, man. Yeah, I'm gonna avoid it for now. At 220, if that holds, I mean, it could get a next leg on around. Zeus is slowing down. Zeus is slowing down. I'm considering adding to Zeus. Nice, James. Good job. A couple of you got AMOD that spike. Good work. All right, let's flip around. ZOZ still with that one. Not in love with it. Little head and shoulders pattern, but it's slowed down to the point where I'd like to see profit taken on it. AMOD 220 pretty much needs to hold right now. Could just be in this squeeze market, and it's challenging to get some of these trades off. Bull, I guess I'm glad I stopped out of that. It curled all the way back around. Now here goes Zeus spiking up now. Oh man, too funny. Squeezy market. Squeezy market right here. All right, I'm going to see what it's going to do at 320. ZOOZ, seeing what's doing up here. Seeing if we get a fake out breakout. 320's tough. Daily resistance is pretty strong here. I'll give it up to like 350. A lot of upper shadows past chart history up here. Kind of stalling out, sitting here around 320. If it doesn't get the buying volume, we're going to see profit taken on this name. Eyeballing it carefully. What's AMOD doing? 211. Okay, so she'd been pulling back off of that spot squeeze up right there. Got kind of, is looking a little sketched to me. It's beginning to look a little sketched. Some of that momentum could rush over here. Zoos. Anything else spiking up? All right, so Zoos had a little breakout over 3. It may try to hold that now. It's testing a lot of this resistance out in the past chart history, though, that I like a lot. Here's what I'm going to do, I think, with ZOZ. I'm going to hit it a couple more times here, and the risk is going to be 350 on it. Still going to give it that 350. I'll go ahead and get the stop ready. If it starts pulling back, $3 is going to have to crack. It's coming down towards 3 right now. We need to not see a lower shadow. Going to need to see that crack $3. There's going to be some good support down there on it. Yeah, see, we already got a lower shadow forming 302. Really needs to crack that and start heading back down to VWAP and lower. There's a little bit of a crack right there. 290s now. $280s on the bid. Seeing some good panic on this name right now. All right, now sitting on VWAP. So we hit the high 330, forming that upper shadow that I like to see on the daily. And sitting down at VWAP right now. I'll take half off there in the 70s. And still working half of the position on ZOZ. All right, I'm going to kick back with leftovers there, see if we can really just start pulling back down to like 240. I'm just going to kick back with the leftovers there, see if there's anything else going on. AMOD, what did she do? She's trying to bounce at $2 in that VWAP right now. 220 may serve now as the resistance. I mean, guys, I've been getting tricked out of some plays here today. So, I mean, Zoos, fingers crossed that one keeps selling off and fading under VWAP and $3. The daily looked really good, so I tried to size it appropriately. ZOZ James riding it from 320 down to 290 on Zoos. Excellent work. 320, magic area. Great job. Yeah, my day's not looking super green because I got kind of tricked out on a few plays. WOLF. I saw that one popping up, Mike. Yeah, there she is. Wolf Speed. Wolf Speed. About 220 is what I'm seeing. 220 Wolf Speed. We'll monitor it. Zoos, I may even hit this one again, dude. After that strong pullback right there. I'd be tempted to even hit it again. ABVX could be slowing down. Yes, she is. She is. The risk there could be like up and over the highs, 68 or so. Oh my God. This Zoos can't catch a break, guys. What is this thing doing up here? It looks like another area to smack is what it's looking like. Yeah, I'm out of GoPro. What'd she end up doing? I'm hitting Zoos again. Took half off, then just re-added that half back. ABVX is one I need to get involved with, I think. I think you're right on this. It just dropped 4 points. I'd like to see a little. Give me a little bit of a pop to get involved with ABVX. It is slowing down though. It like quadruple topped up there at 68. Seeing if we can put in a green candle, and I'll try to get involved with that as well. Zoos pulling back in to 80s a little bit. Let's see that one even lower. Yeah, ABVX, I could see it sell off, a few points, just profit taking. I mean, the open's down at like 62 something. Eyeballing it on this pop. All right, I'll get involved with you right here around 66. Wow, okay. She heading up, straight back up towards the highs where it's quadruple topped, 68. That's kind of where I didn't want it back up to, 68. Okay, I'll put a 68.20 stop on it. All right, we'll see what ABVX is going to do. Would like this one to see some profit taken. Just start pulling back down, a few points. We're up, $10 to 67. So that's all I'm really looking for. ZOOZ is kind of going sideways right now. Would like that one to flush down to the 60s, 50s. Up there around like 70 might be the risk guide too on ABVX. But she bounced pretty hard right there, double bottoming off of nearly 64. All right, let's flip around real quick. HUMA, a little bit of at highs right now. PLRZ, that one ended up cracking. Oh, good head and shoulders there. PLRZ against 220. NFE doing the same thing. GoPro heavy against 220. GoPro tested 220. James, maybe there is something here on GoPro. She just tested 220 and rejected it. I kind of like it, GoPro now. I'm going to start it. I'm going to start GoPro. Zoos snapping right now. Good. Zoos, I need you to let's really snap. This will help me get to some good and green on the day. If Zeus snaps down here, gets down to like the 60s, 50s. Yeah, GoPro doesn't look too bad. I mean, it tested that Magic 20 area out. Is rejecting it. Zoos, I need a further snap there. It is looking heavy. I'm happy with that. Okay, there we go. Okay, zoos, I just took all of it. And GoPro, I'm going to hit that one again. Now I have a couple hundred there. 220 is pretty much my risk guide. GoPro 220 is the risk guide. So it's fairly tight. I've been back and forth today, guys. Been back and forth. It's been I don't know, there's been some decent plays, but some of these have chopped us out too. And then AMOD, dude, it had that squeezed, just squeezed out shorts and then gave it all back. So I need a couple of these to start working out. Get to some good and green on the day. GoPro's heavy under VWAP, so I like that 220 and VWAP area on it. I think it's worth the risk. CTOR is spiking up right now. CTOR. I don't see any news on CTOR. All right, CTOR I'm going to load up. 270 it hit, pulling back. Pulling back quite a bit. Man, sometimes you just got to be so quick with these things. As soon as you load them up, they're dropping 20, 30 cents. ABVX, I reduced the risk a little bit there into the mid 67s. Want to start seeing it, profit taking here, or just going to be done with that one. GoPro pulling back in a little bit right here. C-Tor hit 270 and is having some trouble. Yeah, ABVX, I'd like to see that one start profit taking. These quick moves up, the speed is what I'm looking for. So we're ramping, we're climbing, going sideways, consolidating. That's a sign of health. And then when we get the speed action, increased volume, I like to find that's what I like to short into. It's usually market orders. Wolf hit 205, WOLF hit 205, kind of descending triangle off of that. We did that liquidity move, it looks like over 2. LEM, the hangover short we took, that one's kind of bear flagging off of the VWAP. AMOD's been heavy. All right, CTOR bouncing up again. I don't see any news. I don't know what's going on CTOR. I do see it's got a lot of resistance overhead up through like $5. It recently made a move up, came all the way back down. And it's trying to spike up right now. CTOR 3.86 million in the float. So my eyes are on CTOR. We could get a leg up, but it recently pulled back off of 5, so there's going to be some bag holders in this. That's what I like, shorts on those kind of names. I want to get extended, get some volume coming in and get extended off of its trend again. Maybe a next leg up, I'll start a position there on the short side. So working 2 right now and considering CTOR. Yeah, CTOR looking for that next leg up. If we can get up towards 3, that'd be ideal. It looks like the higher the better on this name. I don't see news. Been trending off of VWAP, and it's got a lot of overhead resistance. And we could check the short interest on it. ABVX, that trade's been going sideways. I got a tight stop on it. If she decides to climb back up from here. And then GoPro, I'm still working a short there. GoPro was just heavy against 220. Looked good for a short. This has been my day, though. I mean, it's been like green, red, green, red, green, red. I haven't been able to... I need to... If I can get a couple... I need a couple decent winners going here. Random recovery pump on CTOR. Yeah, I could see that. I'd like a leg up. That's what I'm looking for to short into. Yeah, GoPro just doesn't seem like the Wall Street Bets name to get it. That's what I'm gathering there. Yeah, CTOR started going sideways after that spike, and now the longs see they're not getting a next leg on up, so they're taking profits. All right. ABVX, I'm out of that one. Just going sideways, not doing what I want it to do, so just going to be smart there. Pretty much only red on fees right now. I mean, I'm down 28 pretty much in fees. I got GoPro working for me, but Need GoPro to work. Need another screamer to pop up. It's just been a kind of a back and forth day, especially with AMOD. That one kind of tricking us out. Yeah, GoPro, I feel like I'm in this one for a longer day fade. We'll see what she does, though. Don't want to jinx it. CTOR. Here we go. Let's head up to $3, CTOR. I'm going to go ahead and start CTOR and hit it again over 3. Starting CTOR. I mean, it's testing this highs right now, getting this little spike up. It might head to 3 and get up and over 3. I'm just go ahead and start a position there. I like a lot of the resistance we're seeing from this area, really up towards like 4. Curious what she's going to do on this pullback CTOR. I'd like to hit it again up towards 320. Got that feeler on it just to see what it's going to do here. See if we're going to pull back on that break of new highs or sustain this momentum for another leg up. 165 was the previous close, so we're up over a point. Okay, there's 280s. Let's see if we can get over 3 to hit it again. Just going to kick back, be kind of patient here. There's not much else out here going on. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing for CTOR. I mean, it could be bad, as in a lot of the longs could just flock over there. A lot of these names haven't really sustained much of their move. Even Wolf, who called it, Wolf would have been a good trade. That liquidity grab up and over 2 would have been good. A little bit of a miss there. ABVX, yeah, I did just look at that. Why fades? Why are we? Why it's going to be like the 5th or 6th test, and it does that. It's aggravating. I like the trade there, but we've been really going sideways since the open. Michelle, level 2 is good. Yeah, it works well. Both of them. I mean, level 2 for C Pro, some traders that were on demo, I don't think it works for us, so they were fussing about it. But On the live, it works. Oh, Emmanuel, 2 really good trades under the 30 seconds. Oh, that would have had you good and green. Tesla or Nvidia? Tesla's been choppy. Nvidia, not bad. Not some bad action. All right, kicking back still with GoPro and CTOR. Yeah, that's a way of doing it, Emmanuel. Like Fades is suggesting. Don't take it all off. Take partials. Would have been a nice day. Yeah, that sucks. Sorry to hear that, man. You're good and green, though. Happy to hear that. It's been quite an annoying day. I mean, that AMOD, yeah, I could have longed and then shorted that pop there. I don't know. Got scared out of a few plays. When they start acting like a little unpredictable, it just kind of drives me away from it. So you set like your profit target on it and it just hit it immediately. CTOR. What am I going to do here with you, CTOR? What am I going to do with you, good old CTOR? Doug in the building. What's going on, Doug? I don't know. Today's been back and forth, Doug. It's been hard for me to get anything going. I'm actually close to being green on the day. It's just been, stopped out of a few that ended up working out. We'll get to green on the day. It's just a little aggravating of a day so far for me, at least. Doing deliveries. No trace. Just went sending green. Appreciate it. Hope the deliveries go well. Appreciate you stepping in here, Doug, and sending the green. You're always the good luck charm because we're about to be green. Oh, here's the thing with today, Doug. So I've been I have a love-hate relationship with sizing into some of these plays. Like that's what messed me up kind of. It was looking good. I sized into a play and then it curled around. Like even this CTOR right now pulling back. I'm like, yeah, I probably have to take it all. Let me see if she's going to keep panicking here. But rather than size in, I just have to take my starter position, and so I'm not really maximizing. And then I size into something and hit like a max risk on it. If that makes sense. That's what can get really irritating. I don't know if I want to give this one up yet. Let me look at the chart. Okay, we're heavy on VWAP right now, CTOR. This is the first time. Last VWAP test it bounced off of CTOR, so I'm short here. Let's see if we can snap under it. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to add. Adding has not worked for me today. and then you trade emotionally because, I added to what was the play? AMOD. That sucker today. Yeah, I added into that one. It looked heavy, and then it had a chat room pump on it randomly, and now it's giving everything back again. So you get that manipulated action, and it's just annoying. And it's difficult to trade, and then you don't want to size in anything again because of that. So right now, still working the GoPro short, CTOR short. CTOR, I'm considering. I want to see some more capitulation here. Panic. It's heavy. It looks heavy on this VWAP right now. I could see this thing flushing into like the 30s. So I haven't gotten rid of that one yet. GoPro was a Wall Street Bets name, but it was only short 10%. So that's why I went short on that one, because it doesn't look like it's getting it. And really, the short interest is only 10%. Okay, here's the 30s on CTOR. I'll take it. I'll take CTOR down here. All right. So now I'm net minus $9 on the day. We're making our recovery, guys. GoPro will put me at break even, but I kind of want to kick back with her. I've traded maybe a little much today. 212 is my average. Traded maybe a little much with those fees. So just in GoPro right now, let's CTOR. That one finally pulled back. Glad we caught that one. Let's see if anything else is giving us an entry. Yeah, fades. I get that with the 90% of shares. I'm sure that can add up the commissions, though, just like even the leftovers that I work. You tried after hours last night, Doug. You don't like after hours. That sounds like it was a red day then. I don't like to hear that. A red after hours day. As a degenerate, you gotta listen to some trading. Yeah. Doug is a part of the green team degeneracy. Yeah, I mean, there's some decent swing plays. Like the ABVX Phase 3 trials, I had a short there that was probably too tight. It's still going sideways, but it's up so much. I imagine some profit taking is going to come into that name. WOLF did a liquidity grab up and over 2. It pulled back off of that. I mean, it could be giving a sloppy second short entry right now. It's bouncing off of VWAP. Let's see if we're missing anything else. GoPro getting a little pop right there off of 203 up to 210. That one slowed down a lot. I still like it against 220. I still really do like GoPro against 220. I kind of like it quite a bit. I'm tempted to size into it. But I don't want to marry something but I do like this ticker quite a bit. The 220 is really solid there. The volume has slowed down a lot. Donut's been heavy. WEN, that Wall Street Bets play, I think heavy too. OPEN, dude, fades. Why did I not watch this one today? I saw it and was like, oh, there's probably still potential here. Yeah, OPEN, still good potential on that one. Just a slower play. Volume has kind of died out on it, and she's just fading. CTOR in the 230s. Woof. Yeah, maybe another trade here. CTOR, good girl. Yes, she was. 205. Woof's not up like that much. Wolf, 154 million in the float. Okay, I do like the chart though. 220 is really good on WOLF from a couple weeks ago. I do like that 220 quite a bit on WOLF. So let me oh, GoPro. Did we just snap? Oh, GoPro with the snap. I told you guys I told you guys I like this one. I think there's room on it too. Yeah, GoPro was popping up, and I was still like, man, it's a good setup. This is a solid setup. I gotta milk a winner, man. I really gotta milk a winner. If I size into this thing though, she's popping back up to 220 and stopping me out is the problem. Man, this chart looks so good. It's really juicy. Yeah, you have been fades. I digress. I take that back. Apologies. Today's been a little overwhelming, though. I think you would agree. There's been a lot going on. There's been so many tickers to look at. That's been part of the problem. All right, GoPro's kind of in potentially a little bit of a panic mode right now. Let's see if we sell off down. Let's see if we keep capitulating right here. I like what I'm seeing, though. GoPro, I like what I'm seeing. I like what I'm seeing a lot. Yeah, that's a good way of putting it. Nothing screaming, a lot of teasing. Yeah, really. I mean, really. I'm it's gonna be another baby Green Day. Is what it looks like. Seeing how much panic we can get on GoPro. I got a couple hundred here. Uh, Looks like we're heading back to 7-Eleven today, guys. I'm getting everybody a big gulp though. A lot of options to trade today. There really has been. I don't think it's smart to take all of GoPro right here. I don't. But my emotions are saying just get green on the day. Really just because today hasn't entirely been my day either. I'd love this thing to stay heavy under 2 and flush. That's what I'm wanting. I know, dude. All you need's a couple like backside plays, man, like the KSS and Open, and you're good on the day. You ain't got to deal with all. Those are the ones that are like the A plus setups that we need to size into. Need to size into those names, and then like some of these more speculative plays when the market opens, like size down, like get to your quota on the day, and then size down with some of the more speculative stuff going on, like the AOMD and maybe even the GoPros or the C Tours. You know, because that's the bread and butter for us, man. It really is the bread and butter for us. Those hangover setups. Those are the pocket pair of ace hands at the poker table that deserve a little bit more risk. GoPro, I'm looking for more flush here. But if it's going to try to bounce, I'm just going to take it. Such a good setup. I could see this thing back down to $1.50. Part of me just doesn't want to get rid of it. It's emotions in the ocean. All right, here's new lows. See if we really panic and capitulate here. Monitoring it carefully. I might just scale out half. That hasn't been working for me today, but I may scale out half on a continuation on the flush, because even 100 shares left over, I could see this thing back down to $1.50, and that's still going to help the day out quite a bit. All right, here's low 190s, 180s. Oh, baby. Oh, baby. Patience pays, gentlemen. Patience pays. 187. Who's trying to catch the knife right now? Come on, catch it. 187. I'm going to take half off here shortly. 186. When it starts bouncing, I'll probably take half off. I want to see if we're going to panic more. 185. It ain't the Wall Street Bets play. I felt pretty confident about it. All right, I'll take half off right there. 186. All right, still working half on GoPro. Finally green on the day. The adjusted stop for me on this for leftovers is going to be $2. Why? Because of the 10-cent roll. I got a 212 average. So I'm going to put a 212, and otherwise I'm kicking back, baby. $2, 100 shares, stop. There we go. I've been red all morning up until now, so I'm taking it in. GoPro, good hangover setup, working out fine. C-Tor low 230s. Woof did a sloppy seconds move up towards 205. AMOD, dude, this is what I was looking for earlier. Messed that trade up. It's unfortunate. Yeah, I don't see the Wall Street Bets plays coming through. ABVX, I like it too, man. I really do like it. I'm considering that trade. I'll give it some thought. G Pro gonna kick back with it until unless it goes back up to $2, then I'll be out of it. Donut with a fade too. Krispy Kreme. Krispy Kreme. Look, I mean, this was a good setup. Snapped and then popped up bear flag against VWAP. In continuation on that pullback. Yeah, OPEN, good call there, fades. All right, I mean, we're... CRE, James. CRE. IPO. Okay, Vaughn, there you go. CRE IPO. I really don't like trading IPOs unless it's like tiny risk. Look at that thing just dropping from 5 to 438. Because I'm a past chart history guy. I need past chart history. CRE, though, is there. I mean, there's volatility. There's action here. True, Kayvon. We need that tweet. CRE IPO. It's up from opened at $4. Up at hit a high 527 so far. Baron checking in. Baron with the 11 o'clock check-in. Love it. Baron. Today. I think the green team's doing pretty good. I think overall, green team's doing pretty good. It's been a little bit of a headache for me, Baron. I'm green, but I was red most of the morning. AMOD, I don't know if you trade that one, Baron. Here's my trade on that. It kind of psyched me out. Like, I sized into it. Thank God I didn't get squeezed in this, 10 o'clock squeeze, though. The 180 to 260. But right now, just working leftovers G Pro on the short side. It was a Wall Street Bets play with 10% short interest. Nothing happening there. A lot of, most of those plays sold off, dude. You had the G Pro, and then you had Cole's KSS from yesterday. That one snapped out of the gates. And then you had D's Nuts. Oh, my God, this top tick. Why did I have to look at this? Yeah, this top tick. Baron, you know I'm the top tick king. I think I'm going to change my YouTube channel to the top tick king. Why'd I have to look at this? Yeah, top tick that, 580, down at 450 right now. I mean, granted, I wouldn't have worked that entire move, but yeah, D's Nuts, I guess it invalidated in my mind. Like, D Nut, if we go over there, it had this is what I traded. I remember this one. Yeah, so it popped up. You're like, how do you not remember it? It just happened a couple hours ago. Well, guys, my memory is very good. It's just kind of short. D's Nuts, it did that liquidity grab up and over the breakout area, and I figured, that's the end is nigh. And then it curled slowly back up to that area, and I didn't really want to be involved with it at the open at that point. That was the idea there. C-Tor in the 220s, dude. But Baron, how was your day? Enough of me. How was your day? G Pro, new lows. I mean, some of you guys are wanting to trade. Let me see. I just haven't. Let's see if any. Pally, God bless it. This is a heartbeat chart. Heartbeat chart on PALI. Yeah, I couldn't quite hit quota today, Baron, because I've just been stopping out and then. I sized disproportionately on a couple of them and stopped out. So it's looking like a green day, but not going to be too much. Unless we get some more action coming in. It's 11:14. I think right now a decent trade, Fades has pointed out, is ABVX. This one for kind of just a slow fade. It's still going somewhat sideways. It came out with positive phase 3s up from $10 to $65. I still think we could get some profit taking going on there. Oh, Baron, that's the same. Dude, that's the same exact thing that happened with me today. The attention was crazy divided. It was hard to focus. You may profit on AMOS. You over leveraged on a play that you took an L on. AMOD, yeah, AMOD. Over leveraged on that one quite a bit. Yeah, and then that trappy squeeze action. Perfect fall, G Pro, massive seller. You mean buyer? Or he's waiting for 180 to sell. But oh, there you go. Yeah, buyer. Sorry. I need more coffee. You stumped me there for a second. Perfect fall. Wolf may come down here. WLF. Triple topping at 205. That's not a bad trade either. Good call, James. James, you got a good eye. We just gotta tweak your position sizing. I think we gotta tweak the position sizing based on your charts. But yeah, you've been calling out some good plays today. You got a good eye for it. But as I'm very well aware, personally, it's not just about the edge. You gotta like the risk management, position sizing, and then letting winners run, which I'm trying to practice right now. Massive buyer though on G Pro at 180. Let's see. Yeah, let's see if they're spoofing orders. See if we can flush through that. There's a lot of longs underwater on that name. It ain't gonna scare me. So Wolf triple top 205. That's a decent trade if you guys are wanting something. Yeah, filtering can help out, focusing the attention. Now, Fades, I think you nailed it, man. I think you nailed it. I was telling the wife about I saw your video again in my feed. Fades. I showed my wife. I'm like, that's Fades. He's one of the top tier traders in the chat. We had a movie night with him the other night. It'd be fun to do that again if we can get some more, because we got a few funded guys in here. If you guys can get interviewed, have some more Friday night live streams reviewing them. I think those are big hits, because a lot of traders have a lot to get off their chest by the end of the week. Let's be honest, we all do. And then to be able to work on the pros and cons and whatnot, it's a good idea. But yeah, I was saying, Fades, before I need to filter myself out. I get so easily distracted. I think you were right as far as the hangovers go in the morning. Like, filter out the noise and then focus on the bread and butter, and then kind of just see the lay of the land at, give it 30, 45 minutes and then see how things are looking. But focus on the hangovers instead of having like the ADHD market just whipping your head back and forth on all these different tickers. D-Nut still got his fade going on. GoPro Perfect Fall called the 180 buyer. Maybe some others are stepping in. It's trying to get a little bounce there. Helps with the clarity and decision making. You've been avoiding under $1. And yeah, that makes sense. James only taking 10 cents on the trades. Yeah, I mean, I'd suggest, James, because you are shorting some of these euphoric plays. I mean, it might not be a bad idea to leave like 25%, something. But again, that kind of does mess with the 10-cent thing. IXHL, yeah. So I get not wanting to do that, because that has messed me up a few times, because I took 10 cents and now I'm down on the leftovers, and then the trade's not even going to count. But that's why G Pro, my leftovers, is a guaranteed 10 cents. I set it for a 12-cent profit. $2 is the stop for G Pro for me on leftovers. Otherwise, I'm trying to let that thing fade down to like 160, 50. Yeah, a couple good plays. Even this one fades. FFAI. Even FFAI, dude. This was a hangover, man. It's a slower mover, high float, but I mean the charts are all the same. Beautiful hangover against 320. Magic 20 there on FFAI, and she's been selling since. Yeah, that was a really good one too. Man, these charts are gorgeous. I love screenshotting these, man. I could do this for the newer guys on a Friday night, go over the hangovers, but I mean, I have so many of these charts, and they all look just like this. It's a good edge to trade. If you're newer and just want to trade that edge, it's not a bad idea. I mean, this is the chart, and I can go over the psychology of it if you guys want me to. Maybe on Friday. AMOD popping up to 2. I'm avoiding that one. Okay, SDST, little penny play, getting a pop. AMOD, head and shoulders. I mean, $2 looks really good here on AMOD because this is definitely a head and shoulders. This is the right shoulder at $2. I just don't trust it enough to really want to take that trade. Again, it's like it's a decent hand, but it's not a hangover hand. It's not that highly probable. Yeah, woof. Good call there. I'm not seeing much else, guys. Flipping through. A lot of those Wall Street bets plays selling off. PALI, this is a heartbeat chart. I don't know if I really want to trade it. I mean, it's coming up to the 200-day moving average, 144, Pally. And what I do like about something like this, I mean, really not a pretty chart that I want to trade, but if there is something positive to say as far as a short goes here, it is once this thing starts climbing up, we see what it does. I mean, elevator's down. So that's going to cause longs to be hesitant really to even get involved with this because they see that. And they're going to be taking profits quick, and shorts are going to be jumping in quick. Then you get the elevator down. Yeah, same fades as far as this group goes. It's a great group. It's a lonely journey. We help sharpen each other out. Yeah, nobody quite gets the journey but us traders. No one else really relates to it. It is a very lonely journey, but it's very fun when you get a good group. Good group. Help sharpen each other out. The leftovers are very difficult. Biggest thing's not over trading, especially when red. Lunch hour gets choppy. Yeah. Yeah, because, I mean, I'm already down, dude. I'm down like $30 in fees. But GoPro's, let's see, she's snapping. She's at 180. Let's see if that big buyer gets sold through. Sitting right here at 180. Let's see if we can crack under 180. Mm, 180's trying to bounce. I am going to reduce my stop on it. I'm kind of doing a manual trail. So like 191 now, I'll be out of it. When I see the consolidation zone and see where it's heavy against, I'll reduce the risk on it. Looks heavy. It was going sideways under 190. Sold through and then popped up, yeah. Maybe that's the liquidity they wanted right there. I guess I'll be done with it, dude. I'll leave that 191 on, but should have taken it down there. Yeah, see, this is how the day's gone for me, though, on leftovers. Like, my first exit, it's almost like I should have just taken it all initially. That's how leftovers have worked today. ABVX does look slow. Man, I'm tempted to join you on that one, Fades. You still working it? I'm tempted there. Even small share size, like even like 10 shares with 3-point risk. I could see this thing. I just got taken out on G Pro. All right. So 30 in fees, up 65, but only net 35 on the day. It's been a tougher day for me, but let me see if there's anything else worth trading. I gave GoPro an opportunity to keep cracking, so I'm happy about that at least. TDIC, another IPO, TDIC. Yeah. What did CRE do? CRE, that one snapped. TDIC, it's probably it might not even be on Trade the Pool. Some of these IPOs. Oh, it is. Okay. Ah, James, this is very tempting. Dreamland. What's Dreamland? What is this company? Dreamland. Yeah, I'm looking it up. Dreamland. TDIC. Yeah, it's tried to catch CRE at 5 but missed it. TDIC's kind of, did it halt up? So it opened up at 350 TDIC. It IPO'd at $4 per share though. Rich Sparkles, Dreamland, it's all the same. That's funny. Rich Sparkles, I wonder what she's up to. Rich Sparkles. All right, let's do a little flip through some of these tickers, do a little review on the day. GoPro is back down to the 180s. A little tight, but perhaps on that stop. Donut still selling off. RNAS halt up as well. Yeah, that is an ugly looking chart. Very thinly traded too. 20,000 shares. Got to be careful there. TDIC has my interest because that just halted up. IPO. Not a lot. I mean, there's no past art history to look at. Makes it difficult. But what we can look at is the other IPO today, which was CRE. And CRE did a similar kind of move. $4, shot up to $5.27 and started pulling back down. So we could see something similar with TDIC. Give me 1 second, guys. TDIC. Let's see where we're going to open up here. I put in too much work today to risk it all in this IPO. Where did CRE go to? CRE went to 527 and opened up. I mean, very similar. So if they're going to trade similarly, could look to do, have that 520 risk. All right, TDIC, MANH. What happened? Just a slow bleed all day. 30 points. All right, TDIC opened up. Should open up here. Yep, there she goes. She just opened up. TDIC. Are we going to halt up again? Oh boy, here we go. Here's some action coming in. TDIC with the halt up. Dreamland, turning dreams into nightmares. Coming soon. Coming soon to a dream near you. TDIC, their whole company's all excited right now. Like, why didn't we go public earlier? God, it's... I see something like CRE in its near future. GoPro back down to 180. Donut at the lows. All right. As soon as I was about to step away, we got TDIC showing up. So let's what's the short interest here? As it IPOs, everybody gets short. TDIC. I'd like to know TDIC, at least the float. What's the float on this thing? Oh, TDIC is an IPO, just halted up twice. Fades. MANH taking along, Kayvon. Taking along down here. Contrarian trader, Kayvon. I'm sending luck and green your way, Kevon. And you do the same with this TDIC. I probably am going to start at G Pro Snap. Come on, Perfect Fall. Come on. Ah, that's painful. Painful getting topped out right there. Gotta leave him more room. But yeah, good work. Are you working that one right now, Perfect Fall? The price was on TDIC Baron was $4. It opened at $3.50, but the IPO was priced at $4. Okay, I'm seeing another ticker shooting up right now. RAPL. This one probably did a offering. They got adjusted the price target a couple companies, they adjusted the price target, the analysts, from like 27 and 17 to 2 and 3. So REPL is getting a little dead cat bounce today, but sometimes they're really profitable. I mean, look at this dead cat bounce REPL. Pretty much it's just been up and grinding all day. Shot down from 13 down here. Yeah, it's all-time lows, REPL. Okay. Yeah, exactly, fades. Ooh, you're good on Roblox now, Kayvon? It's pulled back in a couple days. Perfect fall. You want to keep and lock in that green. Yeah, I'm feeling the same way. I really don't want to get reckless here. And I'm not going to. I'm thinking about TDIC. I'd probably just like... probably start it. Like 25 shares. And hit it one more time. Up through 6. Another 25 and see if we get... a little profit taking similar to CRE. CRE did the same thing. Dropped from 520s down to 4, down to low 4s. Okay, 1134. We might be opening up here soon. TDIC IPO'd. Opened at 350. They IPO'd at $4. See if we're going to turn into that nightmare land. I mean, everything else today, if it's following suit with the market thus far today, as far as a lot of these small caps go, it's just been seeing a lot of signs of weakness. We didn't really see any of the Wall Street bet plays sustain their moves. I think a lot of big shorts out there saw the action, and they were salivating at the mouth with their shares to give. You gotta... It's when it's not supposed to happen is when it happens. That 1% of the time. When it's not supposed to happen, nobody's expecting it, and that's when you get that squeeze. $11.34. This is a 10-minute. This might be a 10-minute halt. So it might open up at 11:44. Pretty safe to fade the Wall Street bets plays. Yeah. Especially when they just don't have... I mean, even that KSS yesterday. And still faded today. $14 down to $11.87. Look at this chart yesterday. Are you guys seeing the same thing with KSS? Wouldn't give you... They didn't have any. GoPro's still working. Yeah, GoPro's still good. That looked so juicy against 220. Man, that 220 was so juiced up. She's just been a great slow fader. Not quite meaty enough for you yet. Fades on the TDIC. Yes, it's. I mean, it just opened up at 450 and shot up to 5, so you might be getting that 6 pretty soon here. And CTOR with the fade. So a lot of these names, man, getting continuation on the fades. I know, the AMOD, it just kind of... That one tricked me out, and it's still held up. I mean, they did have some They had some positive news, but I mean, they got a lot of longs underwater. Okay, all right, TDIC, we got probably less than 2 minutes. Yeah, the bag holders on G Pro. Yeah, they just accumulate longs that are like buying into that hope, buying into the euphoria. But you have got to be careful with that. James, up good and green on the day. Sent your chart. Sweet. I'll take a look. Appreciate it. Good green day, by the way. All right, we'll see where TDIC opens up. Should be opening up in less than a minute. Something that's caused me to be a little cautious is it's like nothing's been holding up. You know, and how my mind works, because I'm more of a contrarian trader, is this going to be the play? You know, I know the longs are all anxious for one of these plays. Well, Fades, I'm glad I know now. Yeah, that was such a good chart. Today there were good plays like Open, KSS. I need to be better. Tomorrow I'm really going to focus on those hangovers, because I don't want my attention to be diverted off of the best plays. You know, today there were some good plays, and my attention was on the AMOD that just bounced all around. The whole point of having this 25,000 account is I want to be involved in more than one trade. So take the setup, set the stop, move on. All right, we should be opening up here any second now, TDIC. I'm pretty confident, Kayvon, it is based off the average. I think that happened to me one time, and it's based off the average, but if somebody else can confirm. Emmanuel, good and green. Good. I know you were a couple of those 30-second trades didn't work out, but you managed to get pretty close to what that high water mark would have been regardless. So good work on a good green day. And we'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, perfect fall. You got to be careful with that, though, because I'm the same way. I get, like, Monday I had a max loss, and then, like, yesterday, baby green. Today, baby green. And it gets, and then you get, it just gets old. And then you get kind of tilted and start sizing up and taking big losses. I know what you're feeling psychologically, because I'm feeling the same way. I'm really annoyed that I missed several really good plays today. Ended up barely green. Fades slipping lower. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. ABVX sitting at 65. Yeah, it's really kind of still in that little bit of the range that it's been in most of the morning. Yeah, Fades confirmed that, Kayvon. It's slightly different than C-Pro, because C-Pro is going to, like, if you scale out on the winning side with C-Pro, if you get in 500 shares at $1 and then 500 shares at $1.10, and you have a 1,000 share position, the average is 105. But if you scale out half, let's say it pulls back to like $1, and you scale out half, it's taking your initial position from $1. and taking those half off. At Trade the Pull, it operates differently. It bases it really off of the average. Yeah, I wish they would, at C-Pro, work the average, not... I think Kayvon put it this way one time. It was like the initial entry in is the initial entry out. Not a huge fan of that. Okay, I'm not going to want to be in a halt like half the day either. TDIC, what are we doing here? If it's a 15-minute halt, it's going to be opening up in less than a minute. Okay, we just opened up. This thing is the wild, wild west, man. Haven't started it yet. I don't know if I particularly want to right now. Let's see a next leg up to get involved with it. But it might halt up and then put us in another 15-minute halt. It's part of the problem there. Not touching it fades. Yeah, that's a smart idea. Yeah, it's still, I mean, it's kind of holding up here. It saw some profit taking, but it looks like it's about to buy back up to the highs. It's a high risk trade, so just be mindful of that. Size appropriately. I'm probably going to size down if I even take it even more. We're about to halt up again. All right. It was a fake halt. I'm going to try it right here. Try a little short here on that fake halt. Really, really tiny. Very tiny position. Yeah, when it was starting to slow down and then it looked like a halt, but then it wasn't, oftentimes we do see some hesitation and some panic. Yeah, Fades, I was kind of basing this trade off of CRE, that IPO today. It opened around the exact same price and went to about this level. This one's going a little higher. But then that was CRE just gave everything back. G Pro in the 160s now.
Well, that's all I could really base it off of, fades. No past chart history here. And like 95% of the time, I don't involve myself in these IPOs. But today, we've been seeing so much weakness. And then the CRE as well. I felt like it was worth, a little bit of risk. Obviously, I'm applying like hardly any risk on this. And back up to new highs, I'm out of it. All right, looks like we're halting down. Got a little short in up here, 570. Might can pad the wall at 15, 20 bucks or so on this. Not looking for much. Not applying too much risk on it. This will probably be it for me. Would have loved to still be with GoPro. Took the short there. I mean, the fade's been so good against 220. Really would have loved that to keep it with that short. That was one I felt really confident on. But I'm in tune with my emotions. Like when I feel very confident on a name like this, it's a hangover, 220 VWAP or holding strong. We got a lot of longs jumping in this and a very low short interest. I'm very mindful that I'm falling in love there, and I teach don't marry tickers. So I try to really focus in on the risk even more, probably on those names that I sense I'm fallen in love with, if that makes sense, and almost disproportionately and to a level where that shouldn't be. I think the better hands are worth sometimes sizing into, like this IPO, not really a good hand. I mean, it's Euphoria that we're shorting into, and we're basing the trade off of CRE. CRE, this did the same, very, very similar thing, spiking up, euphoric move, shorting into it, taking profits on the way down, it kind of dies out. So TDIC, that's pretty much what I was basing it off of. We'll probably be getting out of it. Only got a very small single entry, so I'll probably take it out of this halt and take the small green day. But yeah, I'm feeling what you're saying, Perfect Fall. It's the small green days are aggravating, especially when you take a max, loss red day. But I reduced my max loss on a day to $200, so that's gonna help me out. But otherwise, the green days sometimes are grinders, and I had to do that because normally I'm not having $500 green days, so I can't take a $500 red day. That just makes the risk management's not smart at all. Had 9 green days back to back. The average green day was $100, so giving back half of that, just dumb. All right, TDIC, we halted 1153. See how long this one's going to take. Plan work, sympathy, IPO fade. Yeah, good. Yeah, that's exactly right. Perfect Fall. Found that C Pro is hard to trade the IPOs. Yeah, I recall. Can be challenging. Sometimes they just don't. Sometimes they're just not on the chart. You can't find them. James, I'm taking a look. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, we'll see where TDIC is going to open up. All right, James, taking a look. Perfect Fall. That's too funny. Yeah, I have a tendency to do that sometimes, Perfect Fall. That is really my kryptonite. Good, James. Very good looking chart. The pullbacks are minimal and a nice little uptrend. Keep it that way. 91% success rate on this account so far. I love it. But it's about, guys, I mean, the green team here, we know how to find good trades in here. There's never a day really that goes by. I miss some. But as far as us spotting the good setups, we don't miss any in here. I mean, there's, 5,000 plus tickers. There's probably a few setups we miss, but the problem, is Perfect Fall is suggesting, at least that I've struggled with from time to time, is the red days being disproportionate to the green days. So that's why I feel good now, Perfect Fall, because I got that max loss at 200. I think that's a good amount. So even if I start breaking rules and being undisciplined and the sizing's poor, $200 is all I'm giving it. And then I'm locked out. A limited dream into a nightmare. Slow grind up, elevator down. That's funny. Okay, it's either going to be a 10 or 15 minute halt is what it's looking like. TDIC. All right, while that's playing around, I'm going to flip a little bit. Yeah, I got like protecting the downside is ABVX, good work there, Fades. Sticking with it. Really is a good setup. I want to involve myself there again. But I know as soon as the market makers see that I'm jumping in, they're going to send it up. Yeah, protecting the downside is the most important, especially when you know how to trade. Like, you know the edge, but you got to focus good risk management and good sizing. Those are the two really important things after you have an edge and you really can identify it and take the trade. After that, you have got to focus good discipline, risk management, and sizing. Those are very important. I mean, they're the most important. Anybody can spot a pattern. Like a day one new trader can spot like a bull flag, right? It's not the pattern recognition. Yes, that does help over time to be able to have that hunch and know, okay, this is a good trade, like the G Pro when I see it, to know this is a very high probability setup. It helps. That experience is the best teacher over time. But then sizing, risk management, they're difficult. I mean, no matter how long you've done it, you got to be on your A game with that stuff. The power of numbers on a day like today. Nothing too crazy, but attention spread out, calling out multiple plays. Yep. Our attention gets, we get distracted on these runners instead of the bread and butter hangovers that would have paid. The KSS, the Open would have paid if I just focused on the boring. The boring, profitable setups at the Open. That's what I got to focus on. Yep, calling each other out for better or worse. Sounds like a marriage. Yeah, Fades. And I tilted and Max lost that day too. And you could tell. I'm glad you could tell. I still Max lost on that day and I was I would have been funded too. That's the annoyance. I mean, I broke rules and shouldn't have, but Open stopped me out right at the top and then snapped a point. But I broke rules that day because I was tilted. You could tell too. I mean, it was like, it happens over time throughout the day. When you're top ticking like three or four tickers, that's what happened to me. Got tilted after that. Yeah, so tilted. I was like, I'm not top ticking anymore because I'm not setting a stop. That's pretty much the point I got to, which is awful. You got to shut the computer down at that point. Because here we are, 2 days later, and I'm slowly grinding green days. Just to elevator down. That's perfect, Paul said. REPL. Hang on a second. Let me see. 10-minute halt here. REPL had a gap down. Analyst downgraded it down to 3. I mean, it was having a dead cat bounce, REPL. I don't know where she's at now. REPL still trending higher. So dead cat bounce there. I mean, you see all the lower shadows. It's getting balled up on pullbacks. You could just, if I would be more long biased there. All right, TDIC. If it's a 10-minute halt, we'll open up here shortly. If it's 15, we're going to have another 5 minutes. Last one was 15 minutes. Okay, we just opened up. Giving it a little bit of time here. Having a little recovery bounce, maybe shorts covering. A lot of longs trapped up in this range, though. You know, $5 to $6. So giving it a little bit of time here. Psychology is an MFR, yeah, it really is. That's all trading, in my opinion. That's why I focus the psychology as much as I do. I've come to realize that's pretty much trading. It's the psychology. All right, giving TDIC a second here. Heavy under VWAP right now. Seeing if we get another flush down. Okay. I just took it off. All right, up about 50 on the day after that. TDIC. I'll take it. I think I'm going to start posting I think I said this before and didn't do it. Start posting my charts. Oh, there's 430s now. Dang it. Start posting the charts on X if you guys want to see them from the day. All right, is there anything else to trade before we wrap this up? ABVX kind of coming down to VWAP. Looking heavy on VWAP too. It looks like it wants to go red on the day, Fades. I mean, it's putting in a big upper wick on the daily. Here's the upper wick. It's floating up here, putting in a big upper wick on the daily. I think I'm gonna take the day. I think I'm just gonna lock in the day. Revisit tomorrow. But yeah, that's not a bad setup if you guys are sticking around for a little bit of a fade there, ABVX. But guys, good work today. Good day in your margin, Kayvon. Good. The RBLX, not so good in eval. But that's going to wrap it up, guys. I mean, it really wasn't a great day overall. Similar to yesterday. Traded a little much today, 32 in fees. So after all the fees, up only $48. So I'll take it and move on to tomorrow. But guys, hit me up, Avra Day Trading, if you have any questions. Get your evals 5% off, pinned in the comments. James, thank you. Trading is such, like, you got to be so strong mentally. We go over that a lot. The mental aspect, and there's TDIC halting down. Emotions control the market, and you have to be strong. The strong will survive. Strong mentally. This is a very strong mental game. You can't let red days defeat you. You can't let greed take over. There's a lot to it, and that's why I love it. I love it. It's a sport that it's all mental. It's all mental. But guys, hit me up, averydaytrading@gmail.com with your charts or any questions otherwise, guys. Have a safe, disciplined rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the morning.